Well, hello, everybody. It's Chris Johnstone here, and hope you are having a fantastic day. Happy Thursday. And we are going to get right into this exclusive training for you as a bonus for you being part of the Connection Incorporated team and being part of Agent Legend LO. So we're going to hop right in. Now, what we're going to be going through today is how to look at the campaigns that you have inside Agent Legend LO and how to modify those campaigns so that you can create your own campaigns for your own follow-up systems. So um, your system can send ringless voicemails, text messages, and emails. And although we pre-program everything for you when you're one of our done for you clients, we have campaigns for pretty much every type of mortgage lead generation campaign you can think of. We do just your general buyer campaigns. We do the open house campaign. We integrate these with our live chat campaigns that we're running. We run them through the survey campaigns. We're doing veteran loans. We're doing refinance. We're doing second mortgages, Zillow leads, Boomtown leads, pretty much any lead generation source that you can think of. We have a follow-up system inside Agent Legend LO to actually follow up on those leads. And really, any type of lead that you can think about generating, we can generate those types of leads from Facebook. So if you're not currently on our Done For You Facebook marketing program, make sure that you reach out to support@connectionincorporated.com, and we'd love to get on the phone with you and kind of walk you through how we do that for you. But all of the leads come into your campaign. Now, all of you have an Agent Legend LO account. And when you log in, this is what your main dashboard looks like. And you can see down here, like up top, it gives you an overall viewpoint of how your campaigns are performing. So inside this particular client's account, and this is a live client account that's running leads today, we've generated a grand total of 142 leads into this account. 88 of them have responded, but we've sent 253 contacts, which is about a 35% response rate. You can see the mortgage survey campaign, which we just launched. Inside this campaign, we've had 38 leads. 16 of them have responded at 42%. We've got another campaign at 34 leads. 13 of them have responded, 28%. And then the open house campaign running at 82 leads generated, and 53 people have responded with a 40% response rate from the messages that are going out. 82 prospects, 53 responded. That's actually much higher than 40%, but you see how they calculate it based on the contacted people and how many of them have responded. So when you log into your dashboard, you can see the overall health of the campaigns that you're running, and then you can actually dive into each of the campaigns to see how they're performing. So you can click on the number of prospects, see all of the prospects that are inside the account, and then you can see what messages have been sent to those people and if they've responded back. You can also see when they responded, what type of response mechanism they used. So they could have texted back, called back, or emailed back, and it will show you which return essentially you got. You can also see the messages that they sent you. So if you've never logged into your Agent Legend LO account, it's a good idea to do so and have a look through the leads. You'll be getting all of those leads and their communication with you sent to you right away via email or your cell phone, but it's always good to go in and check and just see how the system is responding. Now, if you have a third-party lead source that you want to hook up, or you want to go above and beyond the template that we've created for you, you create a new campaign. Now, I don't suggest messing with the existing campaigns that we have set up for you, just simply because we are seeing 40, 50, some accounts we're getting a 60% response rate from the messages that we're sending out. So I don't necessarily recommend you messing with the templates, but if you have a new lead generation source or you're trying something on your own and you want to build your own new campaign in here, you can do that. So to show you how that works, we're going to click on New Campaign. Now, before we get too far into this, let me just double check and make sure that everything's okay as far as our audio, and just make sure that everybody can see the screen and everything's okay. So inside the chat box, if you could just type yes and let me know if you have any questions. Everything looks perfect. All right, perfect. Thank you so much, Kristen. And yeah, okay, we'll stay focused on the training here. So when you go into Agent Legend, you can pick a campaign template up here on the top left-hand corner, and you see all of the templates in this drop-down message. Now, inside our accounts, you'll see a little CI beside the campaign. It'll say Connection Incorporated, and then the specific campaign that you have. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take this campaign and we're going to call it a buyer lead campaign. And what that's going to do is give us a day 1 voicemail, day 3 voicemail, and then it will finish. Now, when you click on next, it's going to ask you to record your day 1 voicemail. And this is the voicemail script that you get. Now, keep in mind, when you're building your own campaign, you don't have to go off this template. You can either use something that you've brainstormed with your account manager, or you can create your own voicemail script. Give me just 1 second here. I believe it's this campaign right here. So you can see my wonderfully laid out desktop, but this is how I build out my campaigns. So we'll use this promo sequence as an example. So whenever I'm writing copy, whether it's ringless voicemail or text message or email, or I'm sequenced everything together, I personally find it very difficult to work within the tool because I get distracted by all of the buttons and the features and everything, and having to like click on the button, write it out, then save it, click another button, and just move around the tool to put it all in there, it breaks my chain of thought. So what I do, and what I recommend that you do, is think out the end goal of what it is that you want in your campaign and write it all out in a document. So this one here, you can see this is a 100% email sequence. This is email 1, send immediately. So I know where to program it in the tool, and then my subject, and then my copy. And then I write out all of the different messages. As far as the ringless voicemails, the text, and the emails, I lay it all out in a document. I finish it all in one big, long diatribe, I guess, because what I do is, even though I'm on my computer, if you're on a Mac, if you hit the function key twice, it turns on the audio recording, and you just talk to your computer, and it writes it all out. I got that from Gary Halper, who's a copywriting guy who I have a tremendous amount of respect for, and his recommendation is that you don't stop for spelling mistakes, don't stop for grammar, just get your ideas and the sequence onto the paper. Then just close it down. Don't reread it, don't do anything with it, and set a time in your schedule for 24 or 48 hours later to reopen it. Then you go through it and clean it up, fix the spelling, fix the grammar, really kind of give it a second read through, change anything that really doesn't kind of resonate at that point, and then you've got finished copy. Once you've got your finished copy, then you open up the tool and say, okay, day 1, first voicemail, here's what I'm going to say, and you read it off of the actual Word document, not outside of the actual tool. Now, to record this message, very simple. You simply call the phone number that's on the screen, and then it gives you a recording ID. So it'll say, welcome to the recording tool, punch in your code. And so you type in this particular code, and then it says listen for instructions to record your message. And when you call the number and you punch in the code, it'll say, okay, get ready to record your message in 3, 2, 1, and it goes beep, and then you talk out the text, and then you simply hit the pound number at the end, and it'll ask you, are you happy? If so, click 1 to save. If not, re-record. You punch 1, and then this screen will automatically update in real time, and it will allow you to listen to the ringless voicemail that you've left. So it's a super simple process. So once you leave the voicemail, and just give me a second just to get us past this stage, I'll do a quick example here. So I'm just dialing the number 720-330-3568. Punch in the number.
Record your message after the beep. Press any key when finished.
Hey, it's Chris Johnstone, and this is a test of the Agent Legend LO broadcasting system.
Listen to your message.
Hey, it's Chris Johnstone, and this is a test of the Agent Legend LO broadcasting system.
Press 1 to use this message. Press. Your message has been saved.
And there you go. So your voicemail is then recorded, and you can listen to it.
Hey, it's Chris Johnstone, and this is a test of the Agent Legend LO broadcasting system.
Your voicemail's all done, and you go to the next stage. Now, it's already pre-programmed that in. Now, it's going to ask us to go through the process again for the day 3 voicemail. So I realize this isn't thrilling to watch, but it goes to show you that you really can, once you've got your scripts done, you can go through this process incredibly fast. So you record the second voicemail.
Enter your recording ID and press #. Record your message after the beep. Press any key when finished.
This is test message number 2.
Listen to your message.
This is test message number 2.
Press 1 to use this message. Press any other. Your message has been saved.
And there's our test message number 2. And then we click on next and finish to create the campaign. So there we are. We have our messages pre-programmed, and you can see our sequence. So we've got day 1, day 2, day 3. So day 1 is going to send a voicemail, an email, a text message. Day 2 is just a text message. Day 3 is the ringless voicemail that we just recorded. So this is ringless voicemail number 1 we recorded, ringless voicemail number 2 that we just recorded, the email, and the text message. And now you can click on the edit button and make this campaign your own. So you can simply go through, and on day 1, you can change the voicemail by clicking on edit. You can change the email that goes in here by clicking on edit. And I'll show you, so I've showed you how to do the ringless voicemails. To edit the emails, you simply click on email. You punch your subject line in here. So check this out. And then your message goes in here. And again, you can get really funky with this tool, even though it's a WYSIWYG editor, so what you see is what you get. You can add in images to these. You can basically, anything that you can do with a large scale email builder, you can do with this email follow-up tool. Now, once you've written in your email message, you program out when it's going to go. So you can send it immediately on that day, later the same day, or on a later day. So we're going to say day 1, 10 minutes later. If we want to go 15 minutes later, you can go 15 minutes later. I like to see actually that first email 45 minutes after, and then save. If you want to send yourself a test, you can. So we've got a ringless voicemail immediately, a text message after 15 minutes, and an email after 45 minutes. Now, this text message, if we want to send that at 9 minutes, you simply click on edit, change the messaging that's inside the text, knowing that you can insert a merge field with first name, last name, all the information that we're pulling in from Facebook or whatever service it is to generate your new leads. You can send a BombBomb video with the tool, or any pre-recorded video that you've put in there, and then we'll change this timing to 9 minutes after the lead opts in, and then click on save. And you can now see this sequence on day 1 is going to send a ringless voicemail right away. 9 minutes after that, there's a text message, and 45 minutes after that, there's an email that goes out. Same thing for day 2, same thing for day 3, and then as you want to add new sequences in, you just simply click on add new email, voicemail, or text message, the first thing that you want to go out on that day, click on it, and then program it for the day that you want it to go out. So I want this to go out, if I follow up the first 3 days, then I'm going to take a day off, and then I'm going to send a message on day 5 and then you select the time that you want the message to go out, write the message in that you want, and then click on save, and that will add in, so testing and testing. And you can see we've now added day 5. And then you just continue to add into the sequence for as long as you want to follow up on your leads. There's no limit to the amount of follow-up that you can send through the system. So you can literally go out 365 days if you want to follow up on your leads for an entire year. It's super easy to do using this tool, and it's very easy to keep track of where your messages are when they're being sent. And then on the dashboard, which we originally started on, you can see the response from the messages and where you're actually getting the response from. So that is how you program out a new campaign inside Agent Legend LO. Keep in mind that because you purchased Agent Legend LO through us, or you're part of our Facebook program, you do get access to our Connection Incorporated templates inside your account. So all of those are preloaded in there, and you're good to go. So with that, are there any major questions about the system or follow-up, or really anything that you need any help with? So hold on, let's take a look here. Excellent, looks pretty good. There's always a second panel that I miss with questions. So I'm always very cognizant to make sure that I don't miss any questions. But this all seems like pretty standard stuff. So awesome. Okay, so it looks like we're all good. And that's good. Okay, so Brian wants to know if I have an active BombBomb subscription, how do I integrate that? So let's follow the instructions and see, because I have never integrated BombBomb into the tool, but that's a worthwhile question. That's actually a great question. So let's figure it out together. That's what these calls are all about. So go to your settings to enable BombBomb integration. Oh, great. And it's just a simple API key integration. So what you're going to do is log into BombBomb and go get your API key. It's probably in your settings. And then you just punch in the API key, excuse me, right there. So here is a link, and I'll send that over to you on how to actually integrate that, and we'll send you over the instructions. And actually, I believe you're in, well, of course, I know you're in our Done For You program, so your account manager will do all of that for you. Just send us your BombBomb login information, and then you're done. So just send an email with your login information. We'll take care of the integration for you, and then you can just take the messages that you have inside BombBomb or that you record inside BombBomb, and we'll put them into the campaign sequence for you. Again, this is an incredibly valuable tool. To have automated follow-ups going out that get 40 to 60% of your leads responding is a phenomenal phenomenal asset for you. Everybody should be utilizing this tool. If you have it and you haven't implemented it yet, this is something to make a priority, because it's like collecting the free money that's sitting in your database. And if you've generated leads previous to working with us or previous to this system, it is still an opportunity for you to communicate with those people, or at least get with your account manager. Let's retarget those people, build an audience around them, and get them re-engaged in the process. Just because they didn't respond to you the first time doesn't mean that they're not ready right now. So it's a great time and a great opportunity for you to re-engage those leads as well. Our next question is from Neil. Neil already got the answer to his question. That's awesome, Neil. I'm glad you got it worked out. That is fantastic. Okay, great. So a simple and quick little integration here today. Now, if you're out there and you're watching this and you don't have Agent Legend LO, go to agentlegendlo.com and sign up, because this tool is phenomenal. And again, if you're generating Zillow leads, Boomtown leads, anything like that, and you're not getting a good response, again, we're getting 40%, 50%, in some accounts 60% response rates from the leads that we're putting into the system. And it's super easy to use, and you get our templates, which are proven to convert. So make sure that you get on that. So Neil is asking, can I import my database to Agent Legend LO? The answer to that question is yes. I will put a caveat on that to make sure that your database is opted in. So make sure that they have expressed, and don't take this as advice. Definitely go out and get your own opinion on this, but you want to make sure that they've all opted in and are opted in to receive communication from you. If you have their consent, yes, you can import your database and follow up with them. We actually have a campaign built for that, and it is basically every month there's either an email or a text message or a ringless voicemail that goes out. They're super friendly, very laid back, all built with Carl White, based on what they do inside the Freedom Club for their database marketing systems. Works like gangbusters. You know when it goes off, because it essentially triggers at a certain point during the month, and you can tell by the referrals that you get and by the inbound calls that you get when that system is working. So if you've got a good database, Neil, absolutely get it into the tool. Use that pre-built campaign for following up on your past customer database. And if you have any questions about it, just get with your account manager on the Facebook side of things, and we're happy to help you with that. So yeah, if you have any other questions, feel free to let us know. You can always reach out to your account manager or reach us at support@connectionincorporated.com. My name is Chris Johnstone, and I hope that you have a fantastic rest of the week. And to everybody, happy 4th, even though it's the day after. I hope you had a fantastic holiday. And yeah, we're always here for you. If you need anything, just reach out. And with that, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks. Have a great weekend, everybody. Talk later.